I hope everybody had a wonderful and relaxing weekend and a Merry Christmas to those who celebrate. I had a very nice time with family. It was very busy, but Christmas Day, we usually take it very slow, and that was much needed. I was not ready, though, to go back to work the day after Christmas. That was not fun. But now I am seated in front of my computer in my robe that I've been in all morning long while I've been editing this footage for you guys. So today we are going to be wrapping up the It's a Small World for Rent Townhouse series with the Scandinavian design style townhouse. I naively thought that furnishing this house wouldn't take a ton of different CC, that I would be using primarily like the Stockholm set from Hey Harry and some Charlie pancakes, not a lot of Felix Andre, some more Cluttercat, but I have already, just in the few seconds, almost a minute that's transpired, I've already pulled from so many different CC kits. I will do my best to point them out as I see them and as we go along, but as always, if you ever have any questions about where you can find certain items that I'm placing down, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you with the answer. Also, I will be linking all of the CC creators that I use throughout this video in the description box down below. So all of the townhomes that I furnished thus far have been inspired by a specific city within a country, but for this townhouse, I decided to lump all of the Scandinavian countries together and just take the furnishing design inspiration from Scandinavian design as a whole. The key reference word here is hygge, Hygge. I know it was pretty trendy a while ago, not too long ago, but a little bit ago, and that was really like the design aesthetic for, I would say, the past 2 years. But I think as a whole, we are kind of moving away from that now, and I think 2024, the design trend forecast is going to include a lot of returning to postmodernism, so bright, funky colors, weird, crazy shapes, clashing colors and patterns, which I'm a fan of, but I also really like the hygge style. I think for my house, I would probably prefer a little bit more on the Scandinavian calm beige cream tones because it's just like soothing to me and I want to be calm in my home. But I think that postmodernism is also very fun and can be fun for like a pop of color here and there. When I was furnishing this house, I was envisioning that it would be for a family. So upstairs, there is a baby nursery, a children's room, and then the primary suite. And in the living room, I also included a functional toy box from my Shuna-san with some toy blocks on the side. Those are from Pierre Sim's Oak House. And I also put a high chair from Pierre Sim's Teeny Weeny collection in the kitchen area and some coloring pages on the countertop just to make it look like the kids are more present throughout the house and not just confined to their bedroom spaces. I will say I did struggle with the placement of the living room from the perspective of when you walk in through the front door. I don't like that all the energy just flows straight into the living room, and also if you're sitting on the couch, your back is turned to the door so you can't see who's coming. It's not ideal, but I played around with placing dividers and half walls and walls, and it just didn't feel right, so I decided to go with it and just keep it very open floor plan. I do love an open floor plan. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know this about me. I prefer open floor plans. So when you walk in through the front door, you have a small little entryway with a full bathroom actually downstairs. It has the shower tub combo from Hey Harry and Felix Andre's basic collection. And then you walk into the living room. Those modular couch sofa seats that I use are from my Shuno-san, and as well as the media center is from my Shuno-san. My Shuno-san makes a lot of, I feel like, Scandinavian inspired furniture, and I really like it. Like those bar stools that I just put down are from my Shuno-san, and all of the kitchen appliances and counters that I'm using are from Pierre Sim's Rolled Stove collection, which is inspired by Scandinavia. I gave these Sims a nice giant kitchen because y'all know kitchens are one of my favorite things to do. Kitchens and bathrooms, love it. So I felt it was very luxurious and also functional for a large family that would be living here. I think they'd be spending a lot of time in the kitchen and, family communal living spaces. I had some extra space back here right off of the kitchen, and I was originally thinking I could make it into a guest room, but I realized that it's a little bit too squished to be a guest room, and I didn't want to make it a kid's room because it would be all by itself downstairs and right off the kitchen, which felt funky. So I decided to make it into a mini office. I wasn't super thrilled about the idea of creating a second office, even though I think it would be totally normal in a real life home. It just felt unnecessary because there's already an dedicated office space underneath the stairs. But I made this into a mini office using 6MCC's Small Spaces collection. That's where that desk is from. That mirror is from Felix Andre's Soho collection. And then I added a telescope here so that your Sims can have something else to interact with. There's a piano on the other side for skill building. And your Sims could also potentially die from the telescope. So it adds a little bit more fun to your gameplay in this home. And I just wanted to mention also, you're gonna see right now that the backyard and front yard are fully furnished, but I actually show that after the fact. After I show you furnishing the inside, I go back outside and redo the backyard and front yard. That is because as I am filming myself furnishing this house right now, I have already furnished the entire house. Everything that I'm pulling out to use is from my Sims inventory, and that's because it would take me forever to furnish this house if I was just doing it off the dome and I didn't pre-decide where everything goes. So the way I'm filming it right now is I'm referencing screenshots that I took basically of where everything goes and just putting things back in its place. It's a little tedious, and I just wanted to experiment with this style of Sims content and creating videos this way. I don't know if it's more or less efficient than just going with, just hitting record and just building whatever comes to mind. But I will say that the next speed build that I have is, I think it came together a lot faster, and it was just right off the dome. I didn't pre-place anything. So I don't know. I'm experimenting. Let me know though down below which one you prefer, if you even have a preference. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Now we are in the primary bedroom and furnishing that. So the bed frame and the nightstand / wall shelves behind the bed are from Pierre Sim's Mid-Century Modern collection. I think Mid-Century Modern as a design style draws a lot of inspiration from Scandinavian, or maybe vice versa. Either way, I'm a fan. The primary suite also has a really cool ensuite bathroom with a separate toilet and shower area. The bath is in the corner, and I just created a small little room and raised up a platform to get that corner shelf basically and put the tub right up against it, so it looks like there's just more storage space for your bath necessities. And then the sink counter area, the vanity is super modern, very gorgeous. Those sinks are from Felix Andre's Shop the Look collection, And then I just put various clutter on the bathroom counters to make it look lived in. A lot of that clutter is from Pierre Sim's Mid-Century Modern kit. And now we're moving on into the separate toilet area. I think that this is so nice to have. And it's a great way to split up the bathroom. If you have a large bathroom, it's not a bad thing. You don't need all that space to be living space. I see a lot of simmers using very small spaces for their bathrooms. And while, yeah, your Sims don't need a ton of space to use the bathroom, they honestly only need a toilet and a shower. They could wash their hands in like the kitchen sink or something. I think that having really large, luxurious bathrooms are just, in real life and in The Sims, it takes my breath away. So I was really happy that I could give them such a large bathroom. They also have a balcony that they can access through the bathroom, which is a little weird, I'll admit, but I didn't put anything out on the balcony. You could if you'd like to. I just didn't really know what I would put out there. And now we are in the baby's nursery. I want to say that wallpaper is from Peacemaker. It's really fun. And I used the I guess you could say this is a sad beige baby room, but I really like it. It's a little bit less like yellow beige and more pinky beige, so there's that. And it's also a very fun wallpaper print. And I just put a bunch of baby decor in there. That crib and cot like liner are from Peacemaker. And as well as the changing table and the dresser area is from Peacemaker. And now we've moved on into the kids' bedroom, which is blue sky themed. And the wallpaper is from, I want to say, Felix, Andre, and Hey Harry's Tiny Travelers set. But again, I'm just using various things. I did give the kid an activity table. It's a little craft table. That is from the, what is it called? My First Pet Stuff kit. And then I'm just decorating their shelves a little bit, they also have a bookshelf there. That dollhouse is not functional. It's purely decorative, but they do have some functional toys on their bookshelf. And they have a dresser. It's a very large room, but I really love these giant windows. The view out of these windows, oh my god, you guys have to see. I'll show you in the screenshots. It's really beautiful. And now we're moving on into the kids' bathroom, which is also pretty large. Again, full separate shower tub combo, and I really like the style of it. It's not anything super colorful, but it's very sleek. I use the new mirror from Felix Andre's Soho bathroom collection, and then again clutter it up a bunch with different items to make it look more lived in. And I'm adding some toilet paper that's from Hey Harry and Felix Andre's basic collection. And then going back through and adding some extra things that I forgot to add in earlier, some extra clutter pieces. And now we are in the backyard, which was what I was talking about earlier. I'd mentioned I had done this before I actually went back and like refurnished the interior of the house. So I will show you guys what I do out here. I had placed the jacuzzi out here when I initially did my first video on the townhouses, when I was doing the shells and exteriors of the houses. I knew that I wanted them to have a jacuzzi, and so I just added some loungers right outside of the jacuzzi. And then when I was filming this and like doing the front and backyard was right when Romantic Garden stuff had become available for free to download. So I was hoping to find a way to incorporate it and play with it in this build, but it just didn't match the vibe, so I ended up not using it. But I'm sure I will find a good reason to play around with that pack in a future build. I add a rug under the loungers just to define the space a little bit more. That umbrella is from Jardin by Hey Harry and Felix Andre. And then I add some pillows onto the loungers and complete the outdoor grilling area. And I think that's about it for the backyard. In the front yard, I wanted to incorporate something for the kids. So I add a little like monkey bar jungle gym thing from Base Game. I think that's my first time I've ever used it. And I've actually I don't really play with child sims ever. So I haven't seen a kid sim use that yet, so I should probably make a kid sim so I can use them to play test certain things. I will say that this build is pretty thoroughly play tested. It's not 1000% play tested, but it's thoroughly play tested in the sense that all the necessary things that your sim should need to get to they're able to get to. So the grill, the jacuzzi, the loungers, the couch and TV and dining table and kitchen, all of that, bedrooms, everything works. So I also used some debug pavers from the debug menu for the front walkway area. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do with that space, but it took a little bit of time to size them all down and alt place them, but I think it was worth it. I like the way it turned out. The terrain paint is, I think, questionable, but it takes practice and I'm still practicing, so go easy on me. And that's all I have for today's speed build, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Every townhouse from the New York brownstone to the Scandinavian inspired townhouse will be available on the gallery. You can search my EA ID, which is the Crimson Shade. All of that information will be in the description box below. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Enjoy the screenshots.